Hey everybody, and welcome to Race City Marine. Today we're going to take you on a tour of one of our brand new 2022 Super Nautique G23s. If you have any questions on this boat or our other inventory, take a look at our contact information down in the description. So this G23 behind me can seat 16 people. It's finished off in a really nice three-tone color. You're going to see the anthracite metal flake for the main stripe, and then you're going to see haze gray as well as tungsten gray for the rear end of the hull. Moving to the interior, you're going to see more of that anthracite color along with haze gray, and then we even get the titanium gray for the non-skid flooring. Moving to the back end of the boat, we have a lot of cool features on this G23. Under here, first and foremost, you're going to see Nautique surf pipe exhaust. This is going to make it to where all the exhaust fumes bubble up deep into the water. That way your rider isn't breathing in any fumes, and it makes for a really quiet ride. We also have the NCRS plate right in the center, which keeps the boat nicely on plane. And we also have the steering assist. That's a thruster that'll make it to where you can pivot the boat on a dime, great for docking as well as picking up your rider. And then on the farther sides, we have the NSS, which is Nautique's surf system. These metal plates protrude outward just a few inches to really further shape that wave and make it to where you can switch from left foot riders to right foot riders in just one touch of a button. We also have our integrated ladder up top to make it much easier to enter and exit through the water. There's even a grab handle up on top. We have more of that non-skid flooring, a cup holder on each side, and then we even get a ski pylon in the center for tubing or slalom skiing. You can see we also have this area up here you can open up. There's a drain plug in here to fit wet items or even double this as a cooler. And then hopping on board the G23, you're gonna see these two rear-facing transom seats. This is a great place to just lounge out and enjoy your day out on the water. We also get two more cup holders on each side, and we even get the transom remote back here. That way you can adjust all your music while you're hanging out in the water. And then I really like how Nautique does this evenly stepped transom walkthrough to make it really convenient and easy to get into the boat. And then you're going to notice when I step into the boat, there's actually a spot right in the center of this cushion that is more of the seat decking. That way you don't even need to step on any of the upholstery when entering the boat. So to now gain access to the engine as well as the rear storage, you can just lift these handles and each side is going to open up on a hinge with a gas strut. In here we do have the subfloor ballast, so you're not actually going to see any bags. It's all hard tanks underneath the flooring, and then the flooring is also lined in more sea decking, making it really easy to wipe out any water that's inside. There's a ton of storage space in there, and then to gain access to the engine, we can just grab this up here and lift the hatch. So powering this boat is the ZZ6. That is a 6.2 liter V8 with 450 horsepower, which is plenty of power to get this boat up on plane even with that fully weighted ballast. So then sitting inside the G23, you're gonna notice just how much seating there is. It's a really comfortable boat to hang out with your friends and family. One of my favorite features with the G-Series Nautiques is this center seat. You already saw the cool step, but it's actually a reversible transom seat. So if you lift the front up, you can lock it into place and then pull the backrest up. And we now have a rear-facing seat to catch all the action behind the boat. Really cool design. And then on each side of that, there's another seat that'll pop up to really have a huge stadium seat for everybody to view what's going on behind this boat. Love the feature, makes it a really cool viewing point. And then on each side of me, both of these seats will lift up on a hinge, and there's even more dry storage space. Just like in back, it's all lined with sea decking to make it to where it's not going to absorb any moisture, so you can really keep your Nautique in tip-top shape. And they also go far back, that way you can fit some longer items like noodles or maybe even some slalom skis. So there's a ton of storage you're going to find all in this boat. Then as we move to the passenger seat, we get a really good rear-facing lounger, and two people can actually sit here comfortably. And when this seat is even in use as a rear-facing seat, you have a great spot for your legs to make it just a super useful boat. And then a really cool feature, if we open up this seat, it is on a hinge and we get gas struts. We have a huge area with even more dry storage. We get the massive JL Audio subwoofer down there and even an integrated wastebasket on the far side. And if I go ahead and close this, we have our glove box up top. There's a window on this one side so you can view items that's inside, like maybe your cell phone or two. And then we have our head unit for the JL system. We even have the passenger heat button and then several different auxiliaries to charge your items and plug in your phones for different music. And then if we make our way to the driver's seat, I really like the race-inspired seat design they've done. It does manually rotate. Then we have power controls to make it slide forwards and back. There's also an adjustable height bolster that you can lift up if you need that extra height and easily slide it back down. You're also going to notice right in the floor, we even have an integrated cooler. You can just open that up and it's a really good spot, even with the Nautique logo and the same seat decking, so nobody has to get up out of their seat to gain access. So now as we hop into the driver's seat, a really cool feature is the leg cutout. You're going to notice these bolsters have a cut in them to where I can actually sit comfortably sideways, talk to my passengers, view my rider, and still keep my eyes ahead of me. And then of course just turn around and face normally. On this far right side, you're gonna see we have controls for the power tower, and a really nice comfortable armrest with all sorts of controls. We have our keypad down here to start up the boat, along with your horn button, engine start stop, the bilge and blower, and then the keypad to lock the boat. We have a rotary dial over here with all of your shortcuts to control the screen. You can see your cruise control, rider profile, and even a home icon, then a nice position for your throttle. Now if we take a look at the screen, this main screen now you can view all of your ballast settings. You can easily shape your wave. It has a nice depiction to show you how large it's going to be. Then we even have the awareness camera that will come up to view what's going on behind the boat. We have shortcuts on the left for all of your audio controls. You can see cruise control and some engine vitals. We even get the extra supplemental ballast to really make this boat throw an amazing wave. More controls down for all of your lighting, and we even do get a navigation system built in if you're on an unfamiliar lake. And then more settings you can adjust the boat. We have a really nice area all up here for a little bit more storage, a nice 3-spoke design for the steering wheel with power assisted steering, and then a spot right here to place your cell phone or even the drain plug. Now if we move our way to the bow, we do get an air dam right here. This will slide out for those colder days. And then sitting in the bow, it's a nice wide design, and I love this bow filler cushion. So a really comfortable area, 3 or 4 people can enjoy their time up front. And I really like this bow filler cushion is removable. You can also flip it upside down, and there's an integrated step. And then the cushion all the way up front, you can also remove with another step. And then if you take them all out, you have even more leg room. And then on each side of me, you can lift open these seats, and there's a ton more dry storage space all underneath, lined with more of the sea decking. And then I like how these seats can turn into forward-facing captain's chairs. If you lift up these armrests, you have a really good area where you can lounge out and enjoy your day. You're also going to see speakers, cup holders, grab handles, and then sea decking lining the entire area to make it easy to enter and exit the bow. And then now moving on to the actuated flight control tower. This is a telescoping tower that'll actually lower several feet. We'll show you that in just a second. But we have a massive bimini top mounted on top. Does a really good job shading the entire interior from the sun. You're also going to see these massive speakers up here. Each housing has 2 different speakers in it to really throw an amazing sound. And then we get the optional swivel board racks. If I spin these in, you can see just how wide they are to accommodate all sorts of different size boards. They're all lined with rubber, that way you're not going to damage anything. And you can easily lift this up, spring assisted, to securely lock in your boards. And I like how once they're swiveled out and locked into place, any water on your board is going to drip outside the boat to keep your boat nice and clean. On the top of the bimini, we do get surf pockets for those extra 2 boards, which is a really good touch. And then we have our ski pylon up here for wakeboarding or wake surfing, and then our navigation light along with the awareness camera. Now to control the tower, it is super simple. You just press the power button and down, it's gonna automatically fold down and get nice and low. Now with the tower at its lowest point, you can see just how much lower it is compared to the original height. This is great for those early mornings, late nights, and you can tow with it like this. You can still drive the boat like normal. It's an awesome feature, even for going under low bridges or anything like that. But there's a full look at one of our brand new 2022 Super Air Nautique G23s. If you have any questions on this boat or our other inventory, take a look at our contact information in the description below, and we'll see you guys out on the water.